Folks, now last Saturday I just, family members wanted me to attend this auction, and they were suggesting whether should I raise my hand, and I should not even dare to raise my hand at all because it's not my property, not my idea. And yeah, so this is the property that they're willing to raise their hand to look at. Now at the front you see all this landscape. It wasn't there when we arrived. It's still dirt on the side as well. Fence hasn't been built, but you know what, it's going to be built in the next couple of days, whatever, in the coming weeks. So the owner has purchased the land for $324,000. Now on top of that, whether this build is built by a big company or whatever, that's not up to me. Even if the builder who built this or the owner, probably around $200,000, 200 plus, they didn't make much after the tax and everything. Didn't make much, to be honest with you guys. It's actually, you're making a loss, you're not breaking it even. Maybe you break a little bit even, but tough times like this, they just want to get rid of selling the house, all right, because of the market, probably the interest rate, whatever the circumstance. I'm not going to get too deep involved. And before I'll let you guys see what it looks like. It's just a singular color, just white. Everything is white. Even the kitchen cabinets is low cheap material. That's the layout. So they have the living room. This type of houses, they should have two lounge rooms, but they made the dining and the living room massive as hell. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So yeah, so the reason why I'm making this video is because there was rookie signs that came from our side against with the opponent. So it was us against one opponent. All right. Now, the rookie mistake is that particular, cousin who communicate with, like, trying to, he sees that like a business deal, shaking his hand, making sure that he's gonna win the deal, getting the deal, making noises. Just one of the rookie mistake was asking the rooster if the AC is working, and ask, just so much. And you see the other opponent is just literally didn't ask anything, just looked around and see the house where we were making a fuss. For me, I shut my mouth all the way through because there's no point discussing about it because we're in a war. We're in an auction war. So at the beginning, I asked the real estate if there's any, interest. They claimed there's a couple of interests who signed up, but towards the end, it was the one that we going up against. Now, we started the auction 600,000. I actually wanted 580. The real estate refused. They say it's too low. So we did it. We first bid at 600. The opponent went straight away 620, and then after that we went to 630, and they went 20k on top of that, so 650. I think it was 645, and then I think we wanted to raise 5,000. We raised the 5,000, and after that they went 650. It's pretty much the limit of the cousin who has, but they continue to bid 5k, and they went aggressive 10k, and after that it went to 67k. So they went over their budget 20k, hoping they can secure the house, but little they know they lost the war because they were funding a lot. What should we do? What should we say? And I told them, you know what, it's a rookie, it's okay, you can enjoy, do whatever you want, blah 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 blah. I'm not here to say anything, but yeah, that's the way how it is. And I'm just there, I'm like, the good thing about the house is very high ceiling, and all their doors are very high doors as well. But other than that, it's a house that is like poor painted. The paint that needs to be, what is that word? The paint needs to be, the paint needs to be where it should be, like a lot more better. The paint, but they didn't finish one coat, even with the trims and everything. Even though it's white, they didn't do it properly. They still haven't did the last finish coat and everything like that, but they just did it the way how it is, and I understand where it come from. I'm gonna zip my mouth. I'm not gonna say anything. So yeah, so that's what they did on that day, and I just told my cousin, like, This particular wallet is different because you have the view of the big hills on the left hand side, and their mother-in-law is like saying that it's a bad location because of the feng shui. It's a T section, and I told the cousin, I'm like, that is true. But if you guys want to go too deep, then I gotta shut my mouth because I'm here to support you guys, whatever you guys wanted to do. And yeah, the mother is saying, look, it's bad because X, Y, and Z because of T section. It's just a bad go. If you're gonna follow the feng shui head to toe, it's gonna be so hard for them to get a house, or. But it's a brand new house. I got nothing to say. But even though they lost the auction, I've sent a message today, the reflection on the auction, and I mentioned what I meant, told you guys about it earlier on the video about the rookie mistakes and things like that, and you know, we made so much noises and to the real estate hoping we get high. Not me, but the cousin. I think it's like a business transaction. At the end, we lost, even though we wear suits and everything. And I told him it's alright, but we shouldn't show our hand too early. We should be, every single auction, there's a chance that we may win. So these real estate will try their best to lure you back in and X, Y, and Z. At the end of the day, the winner is the one who wins the highest bid. They don't care who you are. That's where the money is. But yeah, of course, you build a rapport with the real estate X, Y, and Z, but they do not care. That's the answer. They do not care about you. So for me to make this type of the observation from the sideline and saying that to them, it just makes me wonder. Like I know we go through a lot, and then the mother-in-law is kept saying, why do we raise extra 1,000 like 671? And obviously the other opponent were going to bid even higher. So there's no point. And we just left after they finished with the auction. It's their first time seeing the house. And my cousin started to realize how much is a good location in that part of Wallet. Now I know that Diana doesn't like it. I don't like it as well. But I have to support them. Whatever the decision that they have within the budget. And their wife is like saying, oh, if this house is gone, if we went all the way to 690 whatever, I may as well buy a house in Reservoir. And I'm just there, I'm like, yeah, but you guys have a very different family concept, because you guys got like 2 kids, and in the future you have 4 cars in the garage, right? 2 in the garage and 2 at the front. And I'm just there, I'm like, I just shut my mouth and start to realize, what, let them learn their lesson. My client's calling me.